EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Minnesota Vikings.
Will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads it out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34. Pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up a 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
After that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9. Laporta in motion. A second down throw for Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
At the 16-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Come to the line now on second and 2. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up first and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Montgomery. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Gibbs. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Vikings, nothing.
Touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. In motion, Naylor. Now here's Aaron Jones. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
A quick toss into the hands of Addison. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Oh, it's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
Goff's pass complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, it's Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Javon Hargrave, the big man, gets in there and takes him down. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Back deep for the Vikings, it's Miles Price. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll tuck it and take off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 15
They got to do a
yards.
better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he will be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. McCarthy to the air on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll run the sneak. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the handoff, Jones. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Pick up on 14 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. It's clear whenever they were trying to set up, it was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
There's one positive remaining. It's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possessions.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He gets it to go, and the Vikings will level things out at 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. The ball comes out. And no turnover. the football and get on it to keep possession.
Recovered by the offense.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Williams in motion. On second down, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Vikings have got it. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to bring up third down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
So this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, from the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. This one complete. It's to Slaw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Lions first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They hand it to Gibbs. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. The Lions all their first time out, as they'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's Gibbs. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Vikings 7.
Go show it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't do it like your birthday. The party is a club. Mama, I got what you need. Give me the food. I'm gonna have it. Thing in the wicked. So come give me a hug. Feel the video. You can find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need. Give me the food. I'm gonna have it. Thing in the wicked. So come give me a hug.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Price now to return it. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
And a yard at the 33-yard line.
on 2nd and 1. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. A short run taken by Hawkinson. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Forced out wide. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag
Offside.
down. It looked like someone was across early.
Still 1st down.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try.
A
This
26-yard
about
attempt.
as short as you can get. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 4 at 14 to 10.
All right, today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I think there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off to throw on 1st down. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And the Vikings.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
He is
18.
having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They run it once more with Jones. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. There he goes again. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by JJ.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and first down.
Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This one brought in by Hawkinson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
And the Vikings.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll run it here with Jones. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. In motion, Naylor. Setting up to throw. It looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Lions have got it. Past the 40. To the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are out to a 21-10 lead.
Vikings 10,
touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the draw, here's Jones. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Raymond going to return it. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. First and 10. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down.
Watch the back, watch the back. Hey, watch it, watch it.
From the gun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Detroit.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. Certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Goff. Right side and support of the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
contribute in the passing game, Mike. I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. Well, that helps. Going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
From the gun, on 3rd, it's gone. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal. Tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Goff to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Rock right. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
The career's more at stake when you're brown. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always.
In motion, Naylor. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Off balance throw, it's complete. Up and down, just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice gain.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll step up and run this. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On the ground now with Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He had their lone touchdown in the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First down.
For third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And he is going to have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He'll run it. And he's in! J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Riker now to add the extra point. His kick is good. The Vikings are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On play action, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. Gain of 10 and a quick first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes third down.
5 yards on the
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line of the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before third down. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. He's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here lately.
Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one's broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here. And they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 11. It's a toss play. Left to Gibbs. Open space to the 35. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout on will stop with 37 seconds to play.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Lions.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.